I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. A former Monticello Village Trustee will be serving jail time for his conviction on public corruption charges. In Sullivan County Court today, T.C. Hutchins was sentenced to 6 months in jail, 3 years probation, and 500 hours of community service. Back in July, a jury had found him guilty of felony coercion and official misconduct for using threats in his attempts to get a friend, Kareem McCline, hired as a Monticello police officer, despite McCline's past drug convictions and his failure to disclose past wrongdoing. The jury determined that Hutchins used threats of disciplinary action to coerce former police chief Doug Solomon to stop a background check. Earlier this week, Solomon won a Democratic primary, putting himself in position to win a seat on the Monticello Village Board. Come tonight, chances are excellent. This room at the Honor Emergency Housing Shelter in Middletown will be occupied. Filled rooms are the norm these days at this shelter and others throughout the region, where the coldest extended period in decades has been bringing more street homeless into shelters and warming centers. Honor Executive Director John Harper says on any given night in Orange County alone during this frigid winter, between 300 and 500 homeless people seek shelter. And he says the bitter cold has brought more homeless people to their attention, giving them a better chance of connecting to available services.
Whatever they call it, a polar vortex or whatever, has really drawn people to us who normally would not be engaged with us. People are making every effort to get out of the cold, and we have folks we're seeing who we knew were out there, either in the woods or in buildings, who are coming in. And that in itself is a very good thing, because if they begin to engage with us under this sort of emergency situation, this survival situation, they may come to be far less threatened. What I'm finding in this time is, with the extreme cold, the positive spin is that folks who are invisible and who we find it so hard to engage are coming to us.
Orange County Department of Social Services and United Way have teamed up to provide a 211 24-hour hotline phone number for people to call if they see someone on the street in need of shelter. A pair of fires kept Ulster County firefighters busy. A West Saugerties home has been labeled a total loss following a fire that ripped through a house on West Saugerties Road Wednesday afternoon. None of the 5 members of the Hamel family were home when the fire broke out. Initial indications are that it is not suspicious. And this morning in New Paltz, a family of 3 was left at least temporarily displaced when fire damaged a section of their Huguenot Street home. Fire began in the basement, filling an apartment with smoke. Family members escaped without injury. Officials say 10 people live in that 2-story 4-apartment house. The dire need to replace the Tri-State Bridge, a prominent topic in Port Jervis Mayor Kelly Decker's first State of the City address. The city's new mayor told members of the Common Council and city residents last night that while the state continues to drag its feet and delay the badly needed project, his administration is prepared to take drastic action if necessary.
If you have sat in your car on the bridge during a red light, you know that it shakes up and down and appears unsafe. I will assure you that engineers periodically inspect this bridge. However, if it is red flagged again, that means that there is a dangerous situation. And then I will order the bridge to be closed until a new bridge is built. Mr. Lopez agrees with me, and as a dedicated, long-time, and valuable employee, his expertise validates this decision. I will apologize now for the inconvenience, but I cannot justify one injury or one death from an incident that could be totally unavoidable.
Tourism was also a major theme in Mayor Decker's speech. He says he'll be trying to bring back to Port Jervis the steam train excursion, and he'll be pushing for the development of trails for hiking and biking at the city's Point Peter Park. In Orange County, Judge Nicholas DeRose is expected to impose a 9.5-year prison sentence for Corey Robertson. the 25-year-old City of Newburgh man who has pleaded guilty to his role in the armed robbery of a Newburgh cab driver last August. Robertson's accomplice rejected a plea offer, and his case will be going to trial. At the time of the cabbie robbery, Robertson was awaiting court action in connection with a prior armed robbery. And Super Bowl weekend will be anything but super for those who drink and drive. Police agencies in Orange County will be taking part in a stepped-up enforcement effort to crack down on impaired driving over the weekend. The enhanced patrols run from Friday through Super Bowl Sunday, and DWI incidents are in even greater focus around here since the Super Bowl is being played at New Jersey's MetLife Stadium. Impaired drivers can get a ride home through Dana Distributors' Alert Cab program. That's in effect from 4 p.m. to midnight Super Bowl Sunday at participating bars and taverns. The free cabs travel a 10-mile radius to get fans home safely. The Arctic cold will loosen its grip on us in the coming days. We'll see a gradual rise in those frigid temperatures beginning tomorrow. Friday will be cloudy with the mercury climbing into the upper 30s. There is the chance of a bit of snow late in the day. More clouds in the forecast for Saturday with a little late day rain or snow a possibility then. And the high temperature may reach 40 degrees. That would provide us some welcome relief. Well, stay informed by starting your day with the Times Herald Record and stay connected to breaking news all day long right here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.